Good afternoon to all the viewers. Welcome to Body, Mind, Soul Live Talk number 37. And you know what? This is Christina Tang, your regular host and your weekly host of Body, Mind, Soul Live Talk. And if you're watching from Body, Mind, Soul magazine page, welcome. And also welcome to all of you who are watching it from Body, Mind, Soul Festival page. Yeah, so make sure that you're on these two pages so that whenever you comment, it will be reflected. If not, if you're on a watch party, make sure that you click into Body, Mind, Soul magazine page and also a festival page so that whenever you comment with our guests and even with me, it will be able to reflect on my screen. All right. So I know today a lot of viewers are coming from South Africa. So let me do a shout out to all those who are in the South Africa region. A very good morning over there, because I know over there is 9 a.m. in the morning. So some of our regulars, if you are asking why do we have viewers from South Africa, because our guest today is all the way from South Africa. And I really want to thank, whatever that happened in the past few months and also last year, it made Body, Mind, Soul have greater opportunity to know more and be connected with more like-minded people, or I would say light workers, right, from around the globe. And yes, and you know what? If you are first time knowing Body, Mind, Soul has been in Malaysia since 2014. It is our 7th year moving to this year, 2021. We have been doing a lot of events, articles, magazine publication to impact life positively. So this is what we do. So a great shout out to all of you, to all the regular viewers. Welcome, 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 welcome. And you know what? Christina love engagement. This is who I am. So make sure that you continue to type in and be chat with me and let me know which part are you coming from. I have Vivian over here. Hello, good afternoon, Lily. Also, I have Vivian. Hello to all the wonderful peeps from South Africa with Hashik Pyong. I have your Lily. Good day to South Africa as well. And let me know, where you come from. And sometimes the comment will reflect a little bit slower. So bear with me if you don't see your comment. And yeah, we really want to welcome everyone. And today, one of the things I'm so excited is because we have a little game in the session later where we'll have an oracle card game. Okay, so welcome and do stay tuned together with us. And today we'll be having Wake Up, Start Where You Are. I have Adele Smith, Adele from South Africa. Hello, Adele. Nice meeting you. And you know what? For all the viewers who are still watching, make sure there's a click share button. Share this out. I'm so happy. And I would say, I'm so proud and so grateful, so blessed that, we are connected with another continent at this point of time. It's 3 p.m. in Malaysia, 9 a.m. in South Africa. So do share out this live talk. So we wish to always, Body, Mind, Soul always aims to impact life positively. We always wish that with this Saturday, a live talk show, it brings a lighten mood, lighten up your weekend. At the same time, crack some jokes, spread some laughter, spread some positive vibes. And if you feel this is really something that resonates with you, that you want to share it out with your friends, click the share button right now. Click it and share it out so that, spread more love and joy to all over the world, like what we are doing now. So I believe all our viewers are ready and our guest is ready from Global Gypsy. I would say our dear family, also our dear sister. We have been very connected. We were playing music at the back, chilling ourselves up, lighten our mood up as well. So Christina has a way to welcome the guests, all right? You need to warm up your palms, all right? Even though we are on the screen, even though I'm alone, but I can feel all of you together with me. So warm up your palms so that you can clap together with me and welcome Nadine Rosin from Global Gypsy, our spiritual life advisor. Hello, Nadine.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Christina. Thank you for having me. And actually, good afternoon, Christina.
Yes.
We've got to get ourselves around the globe, don't we?
Yeah, it's such a beautiful thing that, the time just worked perfectly well. It's not too early for you, nor too late for us. And this is really, really a nice thing. And one thing I really want to share with everyone is continue to chat with us, continue to engage with us. And if you see Nadine now, you want to say hello to Nadine, type it in like we have over here. Hello, Nadine. Good morning with a heart shape from Vivian.
Good
Cool.
morning, Vivian. Big heart.
And yes, Vivian is saying you have a gorgeous morning face.
Only
Gorgeous
after
morning
9 o'clock. Only after 9 o'clock.
only after 9 o'clock. All right, Nadine, maybe you can share a little bit with our guests over here. I mean, with all our viewers over here, a little bit about yourself. Because I'm sure our regular from Body, Mind, Soul audience might not really know you. And you know what? Before you share anything, I just want to share with everyone that Nadine is also our contributing writers for the latest volume magazine, volume 27, see a new. What? Seeds of New Awareness. Sorry, my mind just gone blank. Seed of New Awareness, where Nadine wrote about goddesses as well. So Nadine, I pass the floor to you. Share a little bit with our audience.
Thank you, Christina. So I'm going to hook into our beautiful goddesses and the contribution to your magazine with the article. And, thinking back on my life from a very early age, I already, my first encounter with consciousness was at 3 years old that I remember. And then from there, it seemed like the path was laid. And I got my first set of oracle cards when I was 11 years old. Now that's a long time ago. And in those days, you had to use the postal system. And so things took months to get to you. And so I got my first little deck of oracle cards at about 11 years old. And from there started playing with them, started doing readings, but just for a very select few people, even at that age, just my family playing around. So it's such a blessing to be able to now get to a place where we're in a world where that consciousness, is spreading across the planet. And later on we'll have a little activity with our goddess cards.
Yeah, and I'm so excited about it. But of course, the reason why Nadine picked this topic, wake up, start where you are. It has a lot to do with her own experience as well. At the same time, also, we wish to share with the audience about New Year, because we are still in the first month of the year, right, Nadine? And what is it that you want to talk about the New Year, Nadine?
Well, first of all, I want to know who woke up on the 1st of January, Christina, and said, New Year, new me. No, nobody, because yes, New Year, but same you. That's how I felt. So I want to know from our viewers who felt different me. It's so interesting how we take a point on the calendar and everything must change on that day. We wake up and our life is great. We're rich, we're beautiful, we're thin. We have the perfect partner. If that's happened to you, please comment below. But it doesn't happen. And, for myself, even though I would have liked to think I was awake, I walked around, asleep half the time. Asleep and just going through life, thinking life happened to me and everything was happening to me and I was the victim. And maybe some people can relate to that, and that I had no control, And then one day, through suffering, I mean, I have suffered greatly, and I'm sure many of the viewers have suffered greatly in their lives. It's usually suffering that wakes us up. We still have to learn to wake up through joy.
It's either suffering or something major happen. Some major incidents happen in our life which start to impact us to think greater and or think bigger or think deeper in that sense. Nadine, I'm gonna hold you a little bit here because we have some comments coming in. Hello, Nadine. So good to see you live compared to your profile photo from the magazine. We have Karina Botha. Morning, Nadine. Hello, Karina. Where are you from, Karina?
Karina.
Pyong to you. you. We have Shiwei. Hi, Christina and Nadine. Good morning, South Africa, with the sunshine over there. Shiwei, can't wait. I believe this is about the Oracle game that we're going to have later. Vivian over here. New year, new me. Ha 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 ha. Well, let me just say that, let me just be honest with you, Nadine. Like when you say that, how many of us, when it comes to the 1st of January 2021, just take this as an example, when we wake up in the morning and we feel like, haha, it's a different year, different vibe, No, unfortunately, I still have my same routine. I'll wake up, I'll make myself a cup of coffee, I'll do my meditation, and I'll feel like, yeah, it's just a different numbers on my calendar, and that's about it. So Nadine, maybe you share with us during our discussion. It has a lot to do with the energy of the year, right? Can you maybe share a little bit with us that insight?
Absolutely. So if we look at Western astrology, 1st of January is still sitting in a Capricorn energy, which is actually very goal oriented, very determined, very ambitious. And so it's interesting that we hook into that and we want to set resolutions. But by the time we move into beautiful February, March, that energy, we've left that behind and we've left our resolutions behind. And so basing our lives on the Gregorian calendar, which only actually came into being about the 15th century. What happened before the 15th century? What happened in the century? What were people doing? And so there was a much more natural progression of following the cycles and following the moon cycle specifically. And so we had Chinese New Year, for example, in the East, and how they tap into the lunar cycles and how that's a much more natural progression of how our lives work. So by Feb, March, that's when the new energy starts coming in. And that's when you find people find their footing and actually start implementing all these ridiculous resolutions and goals and that they were on about way back in January. That's gone. So, that's just something to consider that, it's like a birthday. We wake up on our birthdays. It's also just a day on the calendar. We don't see, we don't change on our birthdays. We don't see that we're that year older. It takes time. And so does any real change and any real waking up of consciousness.
Well, Nadine, as you are sharing, right, it just reminds me just a little bit of how Malaysia culture is, as far as I know. Yeah. So to all the audience who are from Malaysia, do tap in and chat with me. Yeah, if you agree with me. So when I was in the event management industry, before I joined Body Mind Soul, what happened is in the January, because we are such a multiracial country, we celebrate all different celebrations and festive, right? So in the past, when I was in the event industry, January is usually still a closing for a company if we are talking about annual, even though they started to do it in the, what do you call that, in the December. January, you still have some anniversary celebration, kind of like a closure, and things really start kick off after the Chinese New Year, because usually Chinese New Year is just a month after January, right? So that's where we really start to kick off and things start to boom, all the fire, all the passion, all the big plans and all the big budget will really works from March onwards. So when you are sharing, I'm like, well, yeah, that kind of makes sense to me. When I was in the event industry, we always say January is just like slow down a little bit. Things will move during Chinese New Year and after Chinese New Year for us, especially for Chinese over here. So I have Shiwei over here. Oh, say this is so true. Idealistic New Year, new me versus realistic New Year, same me. That is so true, and I believe it is also why Nadine, you wanted to share something like this. Wake up, start where you are, even though we are still in the Capricorn. Was it Capricorn energy that you mentioned?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, but how can we maintain this in a more lighter mood all the way to the lunar calendar? that based on the cycle, which is what you suggested, a more natural way. So I also want to hear from all the audience, right, how you feel about what Nadine has just shared, the January, which is the Capricorn energy, and things kick off, after the lunar calendar month, especially for Malaysian who are so used to all this festive celebration. How about those who are from South Africa? What is your experience and what is your journey so far in terms of this sharing from Nadine? Nadine, how about, how can we kind of like kickstart this if that's the case? Like wake up, start where you are.
Well, I think we first just have to realize that we're asleep. We have to realize we're asleep. We're in the dream. We get up and we're on automatic, and we get out of bed, we brush our teeth, we put the kettle on, we take the cup. Okay, I don't know if we rush out the door anymore with all of our lockdown and the world we live in, but we take our coffee cup to our office and our home office, and we sit down and we begin, and we don't give any thought to what are we beginning. So I wonder, does anyone feel overwhelmed? Because I have felt very overwhelmed just with my own to-do list, just with my own life. One would think we have so much more time in lockdown. It's funny, I actually haven't. There's still so much to do. We just do, but we're not awake and conscious and present to do it.
You are so right, because you know what, I think about 2 weeks ago I was really feeling very overwhelmed. At the same time, I feel there was like a lot of imbalance inside me that I did not address. Nadine, it's like what you say, we have been doing, especially last year really taken us off a surprise. There are so many changes that we need to cope of. We constantly make do, constantly making change, constantly making sure that we can adapt to the new rules, new ways, new changes, new news, new news. So you are right, and I believe you are right as well, where we need to have that awareness first, that whether are we sleeping or we are awakened. In your words, can I conclude that when you have that awareness of what you are doing, that's where you start to experience things differently? Can I say like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It starts with awareness, and it starts with oneself and creating the space to know oneself and start from there. It's just so simple.
Mm. Nice. I have comments over here. So true. Doing instead of just being, from Susie. And we have Vivian over here in Malaysia. It is true that people in general start working after Chinese New Year. Before that, still on slumber mode. Yeah. Well, I didn't use the word slumber just now. But our audience said, so not me, audience, yeah, audience opinion, not the host opinion. All right. Yeah, but it is true. We were in a more relaxed and chill mood before Chinese New Year. So that's why a lot of events, a lot of activities, and a lot of program will only kicks in after Chinese New Year. And with that, you have three main pointers that you wish to highlight to all the audience over here. One of it is start where you are amidst of current situation.
Right. So, this is where it comes back to just feeling so overwhelmed, or, I'm great at writing lists out, but, and then something stays on your list today and tomorrow and the next day and the next day, and it just doesn't get ticked off. I don't know if anyone else has that too. Yeah. And so starting where you are it's just exactly that. It takes courage to start. We think, let's just say we want to lose weight. We want to lose weight. We think we already need to buy the bikini. We don't buy the bikini first, and that might be, and a lot of teachers out there will tell you, no, you've got to create positively, buy the bikini. No, don't start with the bikini. Just start with eating some lettuce, just start with not eating the chocolate. It's such small, simple things. This is what I want to get across to the audience. You've got to just start where you are, and we'll get to the next point, and just use what you have. And courage comes from the heart. The word courage means in French, le cœur, so from the heart. So courage is,
Wow. Can you
yeah,
say that
just
word again? Sorry, the French word.
le, le cœur.
Le
Le,
coeur.
yes, I don't get the R right, sorry. So it's just authentic living from your heart. And it's not, we think courage is we've got to rescue lives and be in big wars and, you know, be in noble professions. And it's wonderful if you are, but the majority of us aren't. So if I can't save a life, then I'll just save, like I had two wasps fly into my home yesterday. So I just saved them. Or a little beetle that's fallen into the water, I'll just save the beetle's life. You just start where you are. Just save your own life. Just make the decision to have the courage to start. Just just start. Take Make one step. That's all you need today. One step. You want to be rich. You want to be rich. Don't go put a down payment on the Ferrari today. But look at beautiful pictures of the Ferrari, ride your bicycle and feel that feeling like, I'm the
Yeah.
man or I'm the woman.
You're in that Ferrari now.
I'm in
That's
that
that.
Ferrari.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
so
starting it.
That's so true. That's so true that, sometimes the to start is where you need the most courage. Because just to kick something off, the one little step that you say, it's where the courage needs to be as well. Because sometimes some of us are just so afraid of the unknown, and even though you have big dreams, or you have good small dreams, like for instance to lose weight, right? You think you need to exercise a lot. You really need to have that bikini with you, put it in front of you. I just want to share with everyone why I laughed just now when Nadine said that, losing weight. For all my friends who know me, losing weight was like my lifetime resolutions that never really happened until I'm on my own spiritual path. That's where I start to really lose weight. And that was, I realized one thing is, in the past I really do buy that dress, put it in front of you every day. You look at it, it kind of motivates you. Sorry, it kind of demotivate me because I feel like I will never be able to wear that dress. Same goes with bikini. So you highlight such a good example where maybe just start with your living habits, like don't take the sweets as much as you do, or adjust your eating habits, don't take late dinners. That's one of the way that we know. So yeah, small little things like that we take it for granted might be the exact step that we need to take. Yeah, Nadine.
Absolutely, Christina. And just another point on that is, don't wait for perfection. You will be waiting a very long time. Don't wait to be perfect. Don't wait for don't wait for the pimple to clear. Don't wait to pick up the phone. Don't wait until Just don't wait for perfection. Just do it while you're imperfect. And that is the biggest lesson I have learned for myself. I wouldn't have reached out to you if I would have waited until I had every single article in order and every single brand picture and every single, Facebook page set so I could prove myself. I just had to start where I was, being imperfect. Well, this is what I have, and what a beautiful gift
Connections. Yeah.
and connections. So don't wait until everything's perfect. Just do something today that you've been putting off and start. Just start.
I think this is a very good way to share with our audience how we got to know you, Nadine Rosin. It's really about start where you are and the courage. How it got started is I post out a post in a group, right, in a closed group, and to even post that post, that sentence, anyone is interested to collaborate with a Body Mind Soul magazine in Malaysia. It gave me, I went through like, should I not, because that's what my heart asked me to do. But my mind kicks in, like, what if there's no one respond, what if it's too many people respond, and it's too overwhelmed and I cannot handle it. There are so many what if, because it was an unknown thing. It's a thing that I've never done before. But in the end, you know what, like what you say, Nadine, I took up the courage and really follow what my heart say, because you say in French, courage means live with your heart, right? So I really took up the courage and listen to my heart and just post it out, and then you respond with a sentence that you're interested. And that's how the connections and how the relationship just blossom just like that, since September. Now you are here, and we continue to have you as our writers as well. Things and opportunity can just flow just because we believe in our heart. We believe that small little voice that's telling us to do something, right? And over here we have quite a lot of comments. Hello, Christine and Nadine, enjoying your lively chat. Thank you, Susie. Sean, procrastination is a common challenge to many people. Yes, so we hope that with Nadine's tips today, it will help you to be less procrastinate, or maybe totally don't have it as well. Vivian, being imperfect is fine. Don't wait for the perfect time. Couldn't agree more. And Sean over here, imperfection is perfection. Exactly.
Yes.
Yes, thank you so much to all the audience who have participated and share your views with us. Continue to come in, and remember, we still have the Oracle card game later. Don't worry, we will make sure it's going to be on. The next one that Nadine really want to share with everyone is use what you have.
Okay, so we have started, right? We've taken our pen if we want to journal. We don't have to, so yeah, use what you have. We don't have to go and buy a beautiful journal that costs a lot of money. Just a little used piece of paper and start doodling. I love doodling, by the way, like the coloring in books. That's the best thing ever. So use what you have. Hope is really about believing in something bigger than yourself. It's an intangible quality. And so it's something just that's innate in all of us. Some of us need to work a little bit harder than others, sure. And at times our lives, we have circumstances where we really feel hopeless. I can't count how many days I have felt like giving up and quitting and, sitting on the couch forever. And you can just feel that, can't you? You can just feel the energy. It just drains out your body. And yet something, when I go to sleep and I wake up the next morning, something gets me out of bed again and again and again, and I'm still breathing, I'm still trying. That is a quality of hope. There's something bigger than ourselves driving ourselves. And so a very good way that I started learning to cultivate this was through a mindfulness practice and looking at what is going on in my mind, how things continue to change, thoughts continue to change. And that gave me a lot of hope, because that meant my hopelessness doesn't last. It's not permanent. And neither is anyone else's. And so whatever situation you're in today, it's not permanent. There is always hope. There's that saying, where there's life, there is hope. And if we can just feel into that more often, I think we would be much, much happier, more relaxed people, and as a society as a whole.
Wow, that's beautiful. Nadine, I hold you there for a while before you continue to share more about cultivating hope. I have Lily over here. I love these tips. I believe it was the tip before. Every small steps is the key towards our goal. Yes, exactly. Small little step count. And always, I believe, use what we have. Sometimes we have such a big goal, big dream, right, Nadine? And every day when you wake up, you look at where you are, where you currently stand, and where your dream is. You see that such a big gap, and sometimes we feel a little overwhelmed with that, right? And that's where, like what you say, you feel like you just want to give up, because you can't see how can you get there. But if you practice back what you have just shared with the audience, start where you are every day. Start where you are, and also be mindful, like what you say. going in and look back within, what is the intention of starting that? For instance, losing weight. What is the intention? If let's say my intention is to impress others, I don't think this will continue to long, it won't motivate me long, because it's not something that benefit me and others. It's more like I'm coming from a lack. But let's say it's more of, I really want to have a healthy, I just want to experience a healthy experience, a healthy lifestyle, then maybe it will give me more hope. Hey, every day I'm experiencing different ways of healthy living, conscious living. Yeah. So losing weight is such a common thing that I can use up so many examples, because I've tried so many different ways. What I realized, Nadine, is really what you have just shared. Start small steps. For instance, I cut down the sweets that I usually take, and also always check within me why I want to lose weight. Because there are a lot of time you kind of like misalign, right? You also feel like there are a era or a zone where a lot of the girls around me, they want to be skinny because that's how it should be. So you feel like you don't fit in, and that's make you even more drained out, right? But when you know your intention, and you are clear with it, and you practice the mindfulness, like what you say, look within and connect back with our heart, and that's where you have hope, because every day you're looking forward to try new things, to make things work, right, Nadine? Anything else you want to add in, or any questions from the floor to Nadine? Please continue to write it in. We really love to read all the comments, and especially those who are from South Africa. You guys have been really quiet. Please do continue to write in. Yeah, Christina, really, really love to engage with everyone. Don't be shy. Don't be shy with your love. Share your love with me and Nadine, right? And anything else, Nadine, that you wish to add on to the viewers for hope? Use what you
Just like, yeah, use what you have. So, especially in lockdown, people have struggled, and, I don't like to put a lot of consciousness on that, but we have to. It is the world we're living in. And so, use what you have. If you can't get out into a garden, buy a little pot plant. Get some herbs for your kitchen. Just if you can't go out and dance, have a little boogie in the, at your desk. If you can't write, buy beautiful books or painting materials. Just use what you have, a little pencil and a sketch pad. So journaling, gardening, painting, drawing, singing, all of these really are cost not very much and are at our fingertips. It's what we have around ourselves every day. Use what you have. It doesn't have to be big. Once again, it's really the simple things that will get you to your goal. And while you're busy with that, it changes your habits. It shifts the inner landscape. So instead of always looking outside, it starts to shift that inner landscape. That's where the real change and the real transformation and consciousness allows you to continue to wake up in one's life and to
can
live
can
awake.
I can I also maybe understand it in a different way? When we are doing what we love, like small little hobbies, a lot of time it helps us to bring ourselves back to that particular moment. Like when you're painting, your mind goes blank. Yeah, you are just in that moment, and you are just experiencing it as it is. It's like you're being present with yourself. And I believe that's why, Nadine, you are saying, when you're doing that more often, you become more mindful through a hobby, not necessarily sitting down and meditate, close your eyes. It can be just through drawing, just through gardening, being in touch with the nature. And that will also bring us back to that present moment that we have, so that we can use whatever we have in our hand to experience life to its fullest, right? Nadine, is that what you, yeah, at the same time it continues to give us hope, because every day you want to wake up and let's try draw it differently, let's try the gardening differently, things that spark joy in our life as well.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And I know the last one is to complement this one. The last tips that you have for everyone is to complement the previous one. Use what you have.
There we go,
And
son.
now is do what you can. Nadine, what is the wisdom behind this sentence, do what you can?
Oh, well, I'm glad you brought up wisdom because compassion and wisdom go hand in hand, right? Without wisdom, wow, I think we'd all just be still, in a panic, living in a panic every day. So do what you can simply means you get up in the morning, and we're all human, right? So some days we have lots of energy and lots of fire and get up and go, and other days we really do feel a bit drained and tired, and our biorhythms are going up and down all day long through our lives. And doing what you can is simply that, it's allowing yourself to actually just be human. We live in a world where we're, like I said before, go, go, go. Our phones are on 24 hours a day. Our computers are on. Our laptops are on devices. We just don't stop. And so we can't live at that pace. We aren't built that way, And so doing what you can is bringing your humanity back and saying, well, today I'm a bit low on energy. I feel tired. It's like a phone. It also uses battery. So today I only have 10%. I really don't think I can push myself past that. That's compassion, knowing and understanding your own emotional state of mind and understanding others' state of mind. That's compassion, is understanding that and then being okay with that, accepting it, having the wisdom to step back and say, okay, today I'm at 10%. I don't have to clean the whole house. I don't have to write the 3-week business reports. I can just do 1 week. It's just allowing yourself to be human, to be where you are, to create the space so that tomorrow you are back at 90% and you are out there and with hope, doing what you can, starting where you are. But if you push yourself on a day where you don't have that capacity, that's when you will run into negative self-talk and feeling doubt and being critical and judgmental, and just all those shadow emotions, which, we try to keep at bay. So compassion really is just, once again, tapping into our heart space for ourselves and others and saying, it's okay where I am today. It's okay where I am today.
But Nadine, this is I have a different question. I'm not sure about the audience, but audience, do let us know if you have any question. Continue to type it in. I think everyone is listening very attentively. Uh, but there are people that, let's say, Sean had brought up about the procrastination. So there are people who procrastinate, right? So will they, like, today I really don't feel like doing it, so I compassionate with myself, today I'm not doing it. Tomorrow I still don't feel like doing it, so I compassionate with myself, so I'm not doing it as well. But how do we balance this, Nadine? How do we know whether
Very
yeah, whether I am really compassion with myself, giving myself that space, or I am I am buying into my procrastination.
Very good point. Very good question. And I'm going to say to you, every single person who procrastinates, or let's say most people who procrastinate kind of know that they're, can I say the word? I don't know if I can say the word like are bull-essing, that, bullshitting themselves. Let's just be honest here. They know they're bullshitting themselves on some level. It might not be completely conscious, but a procrastinator, they know. They know that that list is sitting there. They know the cupboard is sitting there waiting to be cleaned. Um, and procrastination is simply just some form of fear and anxiety.
Mm.
That's really all it is. And so this is kind of what I help people with. It's just breaking it down. It's just so simple. Just, it doesn't have to be a big scary monster in the closet. Just break it down. Just start. Just do one thing. Just change one belief system. Just be awake to one belief system. Oh, like you say, oh, I don't feel like it today. Okay. Tomorrow, oh, I don't feel like it again. You know that you're kidding yourself. And then eventually what happens is life comes to meet you there, and life will get you to move. And you don't want that to happen. Rather, you move towards life instead of life coming to get you. Because that's often when suffering happens, and when struggling happens, and heartbreak happens, and depression happens. And so
Mm,
rather move towards life. Start with the small thing. It's easier to build a wall than to build a house. It's easier to break down a wall than to break down a house. Rather break down the wall. Don't wait until you've built like a 25,000 story mansion and now you've got to start the work. So those procrastinators, speak to me. Just start. Just start with one brick. One brick. One brick. You're going to actually feel so empowered. You're going to get the sledgehammer and you're going to then wonder. That's going to give you the energy you need. That's going to
mm.
free energy. It's going to free up your consciousness. And your whole life can shift just from that one small step.
Nice, beautiful. I just, Nadine, thank you so much for clarifying it. I just feel like asking it. I was like, I believe when it comes to do what you can about compassion to ourselves and also others, it has a lot to do, like what you said earlier, the word wisdom as well. It's like you can still have your big goals that you wish to achieve, you wish to your dream that you wish to make it come true, but at the same time, if there's one day of that, or that 1 hour in that particular day, you just feel like, hey, I think I need a break, go ahead and take that break, but not forgetting you want to have that dream, not forgetting to move forward towards that dream, but give yourself that space of breather to just let me just enjoy for a while, and gain myself back, so that in the next hour I will move ahead again, right, Nadine? That's really, really, really beautiful. And we have Shiwei over here. Thank you for your tips, Nadine. I can already see why my goal settings didn't work in the past. I am going to break them down into mini, mini, mini goals so that they are easy to start and achievable with hardship. Thank you, Shiwei. And yes, we have Diana. I love that. Move to life, heart shape. Diana, where are you from, Diana? And we have Vivian. Thank you for making it so clear between having compassion for yourself and giving into procrastination. All right. Okay. So it's really, really good that today we have the title, the topic of the day is really about, let me just pull it out, and so that everyone can see. It's sorry, it's the wrong one. Where is that one? Yeah, here. It's about wake up and start where you are. So I just want to do a quick recap before we spend our next 15 minutes about the oracle cards, which I'm already go there, my energy is there. But just to remind all the viewers, our live video, our live talk, for every week with Body Mind Soul, it's always in our Facebook as well as our YouTube channel. You can always watch it back. But just a recap, start where you are is really about having that courage, living with your heart. That is the key point that Nadine keep emphasizing. Living with your heart. Start where you are. Take that courage to start your small little step, even though it's small, but don't let it stop you. Just move. At the same time, Nadine also told us that use what we have. Continue to cultivate or the hope within us through maybe small little hobbies. Playing with your hobbies, enjoying yourself with the hobbies, so that you can have your present moment, and maybe with that it will shift something inside you. At the same time, do what you can. The wisdom of compassion with self and others. Yeah. Any other question over here? We have Diana from South Africa. Hello, good morning. We have Lily. True. Many times we focus on the end result and knowing we aren't there yet. This demotivates us till we give up, even sometimes before we even begin. Yes, Lily, thank you very much. And we have Vivian, very excited about the Oracle cards. Vivian, faster, faster. Shiwei, yes, faster. Okay. Adele, love the reminder of leading with my heart. Thank you, Adele. And yes, thank you so much, Nadine. You know what? Uh, I just have to pull out the card because everyone is
No
waiting.
problem. I just
All
want to say,
right.
okay, we'll start
Yeah.
with this. I'm coming back to something for one of the
No, no,
comments.
no, no. Please go with that something first, Nadine.
It's just so important, like when you're planning a trip somewhere, a road trip, you're planning a vacation, you have to start. You have to get in the car. And on most road trips, you make little stops along the way, right? You don't just
To
get
enjoy the scenery.
you got to sometimes stop and break the trip up. And it's the same thing with your goals. You get demotivated. Why am I not there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? But stop along the way, enjoy the scenery, and then you get to your goal, you get to your holiday. So keep that in mind with your goals. It's just like going on a holiday. Take the little
Nadine,
stop away.
yeah, Nadine, you just remind me of my childhood experience where we used to travel back during festive season. It's last time we don't have a freeway or highway, so it takes about 8 to 9 hours to reach my father's hometown. And I'm the one who always asks my dad, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? It's like every 5 minutes, my mom said, I will. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? It's like I'm so eager to reach and play with my cousins. So what my parents did was they constantly make a stop so that I can go down to a shopping mall, walk around, and when I get back, I'll have more stillness to just sit down for a while until maybe the stillness don't really last like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Then I'll ask again, are we there yet? So that is really you. And you just use such a great metaphor to remind me as well. Thank you, Nadine, so much. And yeah, I have Vivian over here reaching our goals. It's like, going on a road trip. I like that. I love that too. Are we there yet? Why are we not there yet? Sounds so familiar. Okay, so everyone, I can feel everyone really want to go ahead with the oracle cards, which is something that Nadine is very good at. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 different cards. They are already pre-arranged sequence. So, which number calls to you? Type it out on the chat now. We will not reveal the card until I start seeing a lot of ding, 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 ding of the numbers. I keep on feeling number 2 today. I was Nadine, right before we come on board, I keep sharing with you. I feel like 2 and 4, 2 and 4. Okay, never mind. I don't pick until when the times is up. So my heart says it's number 2. How about the rest? Let's see. We have quite a lot of viewers here. At this point of time, number 3 is like the most. At this point of time, we have 3, Vivian, Susie, 3, Adele, number 4, Bo, 3, Karina, number 4, Lily, number 1, Amy, number 3, and let's see who else is coming. I believe number 3 is the most somehow, 3 from Shiwei as well. I think more is coming up. And I just want to let everyone know that, this is an oracle card set from a goddess oracle card, right, Nadine? Yeah.
Yes.
So we can give our credits back later. Su Hong, number 4. Sean, number 2. Yeah, we have 2, 2 and 1, 1. So maybe we will reveal the number 1 card first. But before that, let me go to the next slide. So those who have not picked, your last call to pick before I review what are the cards, because you need to pick it when the card is not flipped to the other side. All right, I have shown. Okay, I think it's time to flip to the other side. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, Nadine, take the floor, please.
Okay, here we go. So let's start with whoever picked. Let's start with number 2, since you were also very keen on number 2, Christina. And Sean, just to satisfy your curiosity. So we have a beautiful goddess of Ericura. She's actually a lovely Celtic goddess. So Ireland, Scotland, England.
So
And also
we are sorry, Nadine, we are going with number 2 right now, right?
we're going with number 2.
Okay, let us flip out number 2 over here.
So this beautiful goddess talks about blossoming and ties in so beautifully with compassion. So if you felt drawn to card number 2, you need to work a little bit more with the energy of compassion in your life. Slow down a little bit, bring things into perspective. You see, Ericura talks about the blossoming and the flowers, and nothing grows overnight. So that impatience, look if you're impatient somewhere in your life, is that perhaps, or is that your obstacle? The flower doesn't grow overnight, the tree doesn't, grow overnight, the
Oh my
baby and
God.
doesn't grow overnight. And so this card though is assuring you that in time it manifests, and allow the blossoming to happen, allow the petals to unfold. It says you're just getting started, have patience with yourself in the process, and do not give up. So Eric, here is your lesson of compassion. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on other people possibly in your life. If there is that situation, which I'm sensing, perhaps some of our guests are having that, just don't give up. Don't give up. The flower knows how to grow. The tree knows how to grow. The seed knows. It doesn't need our help. It's an innate thing. And so that's beautiful, Ericura. Compassion, patience, and
Look
it
at
will,
my face.
I get your face, and it will manifest in time. And I want to hear back when it does.
All right. Okay, so let's see what's the comment over here, Sean. Oh yeah, I'm a compassionate person most of the time. Sean, over here is not just about compassion to others, but also compassion to self. I believe that's what Nadine is saying, and I will wait patiently. And Vivian over here, Sean, be patient. Sean, I'm healthy and strong. I'm not patient. All right. Yeah. So Nadine is really on point. No wonder card number 4 keep calling me. Really is. It's about patience with myself. At the same time, trust the entire process. Like what you say. The flower knows how to grow. It don't need someone else to keep telling. Grow, grow. The flower will blossom when the time is right. Susie Ram over here. Christina, all in divine timing. All right. Okay. So the next card that we will reveal is card number 1. Card number 1 over here.
Lakshmi. So I think there was someone who resonated with card number 1. She's a beautiful Hindu goddess of good luck, of wealth, of prosperity. And so she ties in beautifully with the theme of hope. So if you've been drawn to Lakshmi, you need to cultivate that hope in your life. You possibly are worrying about something, or you're fearful of your future. You probably have, or possibly have, some anxiety. You might have anxiety. Lakshmi is telling you it's all going to be fine, as it says on the card. Your needs will be met. Your future fears of having nothing, change the belief system over there. The hope over here is that it needs to change the belief system. Your needs will be met. And as she says, you have a bright future. So, and she will bring you luck. You will see your luck start to turn. So if you've gone with Lakshmi, your luck is going to start changing.
So congratulations to Lily. Your luck start to going to change. Yeah, shift something inside you. That's what Nadine is saying as well. Stop worrying. Everything will be fine. And we will go to card number 4. Let's go to card number 4, and let me see what is card number 4 over. Oh wow, that's a very beautiful one over here. Card number 4, White Tara.
Lovely. So white Tara is also a manifestation. There are many manifestations of the goddess Tara. You have green Tara, red Tara, white Tara. Tara is telling you, if you resonate with her, And just to mention, she's a beautiful, also Buddhist and Hindu goddess. So she's telling you there might be obstacles in your path. You might be experiencing some challenges at the moment. Um, this card is telling you to really, there's something that does need to be released, let go of, cleared out. So whether it's a closet, whether it's a toxic relationship, a person, a belief system, there's just something that's in your way that you actually have control of. It sometimes seems that the world works upon us, that it's an external block, but White Star is telling us you can clear out something from your life now that no longer serves you. And Tara, specifically White Tara, also gives you the time to do it. So it doesn't, it's not, her energy is also, it's a beautiful, gentle, nurturing energy that gives you time to do it. She's not going to come whip you if you don't get it right. That's not Tara. But she is going to push you. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Get it right and clear it out. You don't need it. So that's your beautiful White Tara, removing obstacles with you and avoiding things that don't serve you. Just let it go. Eat it. Wake up. It's okay. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so I just want to hear from all the audience so far. 214, does it hit you? Is it spot on of what Nadine had shared? Is really spot on for me, especially my journey at this point of time when I pick card number 2. And Lily is saying, thank you, Nadine. Now we go to the one that has the most picked, card number 3, and let me see what is card number 3. And there you go, card number 3.
So here we have, and it's so interesting. This was probably the most popular card. This is Ain. She is also a beautiful Celtic goddess, a fairy queen, and she is your action. She is your start where you are. She is your courage. Courage. Your theme here, working with Ain, if you chose her, is leap of faith. Take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. The minute you act with courage, the minute you start, it will manifest and the path will open to you. She's literally laying it out for you. Just please take that leap. It's also giving you assurance that you're on the right path. So if you're worried that you're going to leap and you're, going to hit the wrong track, you're on the right path. Take action, set your intentions, start where you are and live with courage.
Wow. So I want to see everyone. What is your sharing? Karina, spot on. Thank you, Nadine Rosin. We have Siu Hong. Thanks, Nadine. And you know what, Nadine, I really want to thank you as well. It's really on point. I don't know how much I need to stress this. It's like whenever you say patience, and I have the admin team all laughing at me at the back of the stage in case audience are not knowing. They are all saying, Christina, this is what you need now. I have Susie over here lipping now. Yes. All right. So I want to thank all those who have, really openly, share with us which number you have picked. And a lot of times, whenever we have activities during the live talk, I always encourage all the audience participate so you will get more. And when you involve, you are really in it and you'll have that fun. And Body Mind Soul Live Talk, it's all about the fun. And also, the oracle cards. Nadine, would you want to share with us the oracle cards where it come from? We will have the banner to flash it out as well.
Yes, sure. This deck is by Doreen Virtue. There we go. Goddess Guidance Oracle Cards by Doreen Virtue.
Yeah, we also want to credit back, to Doreen Virtue, who has came out such a beautiful goddess guidance oracle cards for us to have fun today. Let me see, we have more comment. Thank you, Nadine and Christina, for such a lovely session. I have Amy, thanks Nadine. Sean, thanks Nadine. And Nadine, one last thing, one last takeaway that you really want everyone to wake up, really wake up and start where you are. And what would that be?
So if there's one thing I'd like to leave people with, it is possibly with the message of hope. And there's a beautiful saying by Emily Dickinson. She was an American poet. And it says, she wrote, "Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all." And I'd like to leave our viewers with, don't give up. Don't ever give up. Where there's life, there is hope. Start where you are. Start with hope. Don't give up. Have courage. And all the blessings are sure to come to you. Just never stop at all.
Thank you so much, Nadine. That is such a beautiful, beautiful way to end the live talk of today. You know, wake up, start where you are with lots of hope that you always hold in it. And you know what? If you really, really want to be, want to talk to Nadine more, you can follow Nadine over here. Where's Nadine? Help me to flash out, dear admin. You can connect with our Nadine from Global Gypsy Events at the same time, right? You can also read Nadine's article that is published in the latest volume 27, a Seed of New Awareness. It's all available on our website, www.bodymindsoul.com.my. I'm sure the admin will flash out the details later. At the same time, we have a lot of thank you. Thank you, Nadine and Christina. It has been a great and fun session from Vivian. Pyong, Margie, thank you. Pyong, Margie, where are you from? I believe it's also South Africa. Diana, thanks, Nadine. Pyong, Diana, how about me? I'm just joking. Yeah, Lily, beautiful. Thank you so much, Nadine. And
Thanks,
yes, we have
Nadine.
already flashed out so that you can just click the link right away. And also do connect with our website as well if you want to read a Nadine article which is exclusively available on the magazine. It's only 10 ringgit Malaysia. That's per volume. That's about less than 4 USD if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, no, I think, yeah, less than 4 USD. And also Adele, gratitude for insight, being patient with dissolving of internal blocks, calling on Tara's support. Thank you, Adele. You are also reminding me to call on, be patient and with dissolving internal blocks. And that is really a lot to do with compassion as well. At the same time, you know what? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for 1 hour and good morning again once to all of you who are in South Africa. And, Nadine, is really, really beautiful to have you here today, and we wish to have you again sometime soon. And
Yeah.
yes, right before this, I keep saying, how beautiful technology is, and how we have changed a challenge into an opportunity to connect two of us or two organizations from two different such a far ahead continents, and we are now spreading this joyous moment together. So thank you, Nadine from Global Gypsy, and thank you to
Thank
all the
you.
audience. Nadine, yes.
Thank you. Lots of blessings and love to you all, to the whole team at Body, Mind, Soul. Thank you so much. Keep doing such an amazing job with Consciousness team, and to all the viewers and wherever this reaches, blessings and love.
Thank you. And with that, I would like to say goodbye to everyone. Bye bye. Bye, Nadine.
Bye.